martial arts. It's a Plains Creed combat fighting system developed by Master George Lapine, also known as Okichitaw Tiskin. This is a combat style martial art. It was developed based on warfare tactics in the Plains. So our martial art is based off of the gunstock war club, the tomahawk, the knife, as well as the spear or lance. So all the techniques that we do hand to hand are done the exact same way with one of those weapons or multiple weapons. We teach kids from 6 years old all the way up to as old as they can come in to participate. So we try and get as many people into the classes as possible. And we do a lot of advanced techniques as we're going along and we're progressing. So we're going to have Alberto show the first few techniques. They're a little bit more the beginner stuff. And then as we go, we're going to go around the circle and we're going to continue doing a little bit more advanced stuff as we go, just so you guys can get an idea. So these are all just our simple, defensive techniques used against the single punch. Alright, so our first technique is just a simple just doing a block, a punch to the side, and then a kick. It's literally just a simple thing. You can also do it with a takedown, so if she punches Alberto, he'll show where the takedown comes down, the punch, the kick, and then the takedown. A lot of our techniques end with bringing the person down to Mother Earth, because that's where we're going to finish them out so that they're laying there, ready to move on. And then we can go on to our next target, who is in the other war party. The martial art is based on a war party versus war party scenario, not a one-on-one. So it's a very aggressive martial art, and we like to finish the opponent out as fast as possible. So our second technique here would be based on a tomahawk move. So you're going to hit with the hands, swing around, and hit in the back of the head, and then a kick in the back of the spine. Okay, so Alberto will show again. Skip. There you go. Okay, so then as we continue around, you'll notice that the simple blocks on these first few techniques are all to the outside of the body. It puts you in a safe place where you don't have to worry so much about the other opponent. As we move through the system, you'll see that we start moving to the inside and then around the body, even to the opposite side where we're ending behind them. So for the third technique, Alberto's going to go ahead, punch. Okay, so we're doing a block and then a punch to the stomach, followed by a knee to the spine, drag them down to the ground, and finishing them out with a stomp on the head. You do not have to worry about the person getting up. You can continue on to the next opponent. So the knee's going to come, and then drag down and stomp on the head. There you go. Okay, so I'm going to pass it back. I'm going to continue doing some more of the advanced techniques with Alberto as we go around. We can give a hand to our helper here. That's great. Thanks for coming in and giving us a hand. We'd like to show and demonstrate any more of this stuff as well. If you'd like to learn some, we have our booth just over beyond the eastern doorway. Just need you to sign out a simple waiver and we can show you some of these techniques that we're going to be doing. So I'm just going to hand you back and I'll start doing some of the more advanced techniques.
Okay.
So you can just read some of the info on there about Master George, he's the one that founded it.
Gotcha. All right, George J. Lapine. He's a master instructor and director. Okichitaw, the martial art instructed by the Canadian master martial artist, George Lapine. You can see they're showing the various takedowns. All right, that's one. Here we go again. Oh. Yeah. Once again, these are trained professionals. We don't want to see anybody out there doing this in the parking lot. Oh, there's a takedown. Most moves do end in a takedown and a finisher. I was trying to get them to bring Lee out there to show that, but as soon as they said that it ends in a takedown, you can see there's an arm drag, down by a sweep, and back up again. So these men have been training, doing the general training because of the variety of techniques and proficiencies. The nature of the drills and practices provide you with a great level of physical fitness. You can see there's a lot of up and down, moving around. The practice of Okichitaw places emphasis on the gaining aerobic fitness, speed, strength, flexibility, and agility The training also assists in becoming emotionally strong and mentally alert. If somebody was taking me down like that, I'd be really mentally alert. The weapons training is introduced early in the students' training because it influences the influences of our weapons with respect to hand-to-hand combats. The primary weapon of the Okichitaw is distinctive to the Plains Cree and the Gunstock War Club. Most of these techniques are both weapon and open and closed hand defenses with variations of focus on the techniques and the result in the forearm and hammer fist impact techniques. Oh, snakes. The training lodge is designed to implement various settings and terrains, including the woodlands, waterways, and the prairies. For practical purposes, all the training takes place indoors, but whenever possible, classes and promotions are to take place outside and on the land. So as you can see, they're very comfortable in their surroundings or settings. They can be out here in the bush. Oh, there you go. That one looked like it hurt a little bit. You all right? Yeah. Still good? All right. Guys look like big bears wrestling off in the distance. The training schedule, if you want to make your way down to the Native Canadian Center located on 16 Spadina Road in Toronto. They have community classes on Wednesday evenings beginning at 6:30 and Saturday afternoons at 12 noon. Advanced classes for those that would like to get into the advanced classes. I guess you have to graduate to it. Is Sundays at 3 and 5. Let's give a big round of applause for Sunny and Roberto, ladies and gentlemen, and as well as to Melissa for